Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. You're here with Diva. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So today's pickacard reading is another sequel or series of awareness. So regarding a person. So the question mostly is, what does your higher self or your higher consciousness want you to be aware of regarding this woman or this man? Okay, so we have 6 decks here. We have deck 1, which is the Wild Unknown Tarot deck. You have Tarot de Sagesse Anima, so the wisdom of animals tarot. That's deck 2. Deck 3 is the Sufi tarot. Deck 4 is a game technically, but it's also considered a tarot deck. So it's called Sex Positions Tarot Cards for Lovers. Only for lovers. Okay, so this is mostly for lovers. Okay, so what is it that your lover likes, or which position your lovers like perhaps? But this, you could also talk it out with the person if you are in that type of situation, obviously. But for awareness sake, we are just doing it. I have this tarot deck, so I will use it. Then you have Meaning Tarot, which is deck 5. And you have Osho Zen Tarot, deck 6. Okay, so choose with your intuition, go with your gut feeling, or go with the timestamps, because there are timestamps. So if ever there's a number sequence that appeals to you, you can go with that one too. Okay, so choose with your intuition, your gut feeling, whatever you use to choose, go ahead with that. And also, if you find this helpful, or you find my channel helpful, or you find my method helpful, you can like, dislike, comment down below, hit the bell, subscribe for my latest notifications, or simply just subscribe to my channel if you want. Okay, so thank you very much, and I will begin. So those who chose the Wild Unknown tarot, welcome to your reading. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So this one, welcome to the Wild Unknown Tarot. You'll find no wrongs or rights inside this box, only mirrors for reflection. Open your mind, draw a card, and have fun on your journey. So let us have fun, obviously, on this journey. So the main question, technically, for the viewer is, what does this person, what is it that the viewer's higher self wish for them to be aware of regarding the person they're here for? Just one card, please. Perfect. We have the answer. So let me just open it. So we have the High Priestess. So what you need to be aware of regarding this woman or this man. Okay, so this might be a woman, because tigers for me represent divine feminine. It could also be just a feminine energy connected to this woman or this man. But what you need to be aware of is that, you know, this person, be it it's a woman or a man, is not really tapped into their intuition. Okay, so they're not tapping into their intuition, or they're not the type of woman or man that divinates, or they don't have the, what can I say here? Because we have a sphere here. Okay, so it looks like a crystal that kind of, you use it for divination, but at the same time, this could definitely be just a ball that the tiger is playing with. But the High Priestess is a more serious card for me, but having it in reverse means that there's no real silence connected to the knowledge it has. Now, there's 2 ways. Having the High Priestess could mean the complete opposite of what a High Priestess means. A High Priestess for me is a person that has a certain wisdom, that knows a lot, is very gifted with the art of divination. They can see the people for who they are. They might even be gifted to see, to divinate things. You know, they might have clairaudient skills or clairsentient and all that kind of stuff. But this one is the opposite of it. So it does not have those skills as per the way I am channeling it in this time. It also could mean that they're not tapped properly to their divine feminine energy. They do not, like, they're not intuitive. This one there's no real element of intuition, and if ever they talk, they're not talking from their intuitive side, so they're not using their intuition. And the high priestess also is a person that does not speak. Okay, they might know, but they don't speak. It's like an oracle that will not give you all the answers you want. But this one perhaps will be the type that will give you certain answers. You will, mind you, I don't know how you're discerning connected to them, but what your higher self needs to be aware of is that this person is not really gifted in the arts of esoterics. Okay, it might be that they're not good at, they don't have good taste, they're not really feminine kind of stuff. Okay, so mind you, I don't like to say these things to you. Who am I to tell you these things about this person? But what you need to be aware of is that this person might not be, or it could be that they are gifted like this, but right now in this present moment they're not tapping into their intuition. They're not really following their gut feelings. They're speaking way too much. They're not really going within, and the answers that they're giving you is not really well processed or integrated, technically. Because with my discernment here, a high priestess will be the type that will integrate you, obviously, will see you for who you are, and will perhaps guide you towards it, as it might not be it, but it's about them. So if you're looking at this woman or this man, what you need to be aware of is that they might not have the knowledge that you're seeking from them. Okay, so you're thinking perhaps that they have a certain knowledge that they can give you, they can guide you through, but perhaps this person might not be able to satisfy that expectation or to give you the insight that you're really seeking for. Okay, it's like that. That's the real main answer, like the main message I needed to convey here. Okay, because mind you, I don't want to talk about this person like this, because who am I to tell them that? Okay, like tell you these things about this person. But mind you, again, I'm just reading what the card is telling me. Okay, so unsuccessful plans for you. You will receive a gift in this time. Take care of, or there will be a loss of material wealth, so just be careful. You are highly thought of as a woman or as a man. High stakes, so karma. You will reap what you have sown. Needle and thread. A sincere wish will be granted. Tiger. Doing something risky, taking a chance, perhaps. Then family sorrow, weeping tree. Secret admirer, you will have one. Too much concern with sexual matters, so just be careful not to have too much concerns regarding your sex life or sexual matters. Okay, so your genitalia or something. Position of authority will be granted to you. Strong emotions, passionate love or hate. Then we have a stubborn, aggressive person, and then someone working against you behind your back. Okay, so just be careful. For many of you here, I had many things I had to kind of convey here, and you have to, you know, be prepared to face them perhaps in this time. I will give you the timeline too, just 1 second. Okay. When should the viewer be advised of this? So release the need to control the situation. So perhaps there's lessons you will need to rip out of these situations. You have April here, within 3 months, within a month even, and when you're truly ready to face these all. Okay, so sometimes there are lessons coming in the form of challenges that you will need to face. Okay, So that's it. That's all. Pile 1, deck 1. Thank you very much. Now, deck 2, whoever chose the animal wisdom or the wisdom of animals, okay? Tarot de la sagesse animale. This one I might actually read from the guidebook because animals also have characteristics, and we'll see what the messages will be. So what is it that the viewer needs to be aware of? Okay, so we have 2 cards here. I went ahead and I went with those. Okay, so we have the deer in reverse and the caterpillar in reverse. So what I have, I have Page of Pentacles, but it's in reverse and it's represented by the element of earth. And you have the caterpillar, which is the Knight of Cups here. Not Knight, it's the Page of Cups. So we have the Page of Earth and the Page of Cups in reverse. So having the deer here, it says goût pour l'étude et les activités nouvelles. So this one, having it in reverse, this young gentleman or this young girl or these 2 students, okay, one which is more like an earth sign, a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, is not the type that likes to learn and likes to do activities that are new, diversified. And if this is a girl, or this is more like they're young children, okay, teenagers or adolescents. One is an earth sign, the other one is a water sign. So water signs could be Cancer, Scorpio, Cancer, and what's the third one? Pisces. They chance and nouvelle naissance. So it's about 2 students that you need to be aware of. Okay, so it's about 2 students or 2 youngsters, your children perhaps. One does not like to learn something new. It's not the type that's eager to learn, okay? And the other one, which is more like your water element, your sign, is not really the type that likes to give you more chances and to give you to do a new beginning. So this one is 2 children or teenagers that have more reverse cards here. What you need to be aware of. One is the deer, the other one is the caterpillar. So I'm going to read from the book too. But let's see. 1 second. This is more, okay. La chenille, chance et nouvelle naissance. So chance and good fortune, let's say, and new beginnings or new birth. So I'm gonna read and I'm gonna try to kind of translate it, let's say. So la chenille, and it's in reverse though. I'm reading the one reverse. So la chenille est minuscule lorsqu'elle sort de l'œuf pour la première fois, mais elle croît ensuite si rapidement qu'elle doit subir une mue. So this one is more like when it's born, it's really, really tiny, and then it kind of eats, and it grows very fast. And because it grows fast, it's gonna go through a mutation kind of thing. So la plupart des chenilles muent à 4 reprises. So they go through transformation 4 times. Mais certains font peau neuve toutes les 2 ou 3 jours pour s'adapter au développement de leur corps. So it could also mean mue, meaning they their body goes, like their skin kind of comes out, perhaps. La chenille en position renversée nous rappelle qu'il ne peut y avoir de croissance nouvelle à moins d'abandonner ce qui a fait son temps. So, having it in reverse, I mean, here it's saying that technically what the advice is regarding having, it's more like an advice, okay? It's regarding this person, this person that is represented by the animal, like the metaphor technically connects to it, because animal wisdom, it's you use the animal to learn by the symbolism. Does not necessarily mean your kid is we're not saying it's like a caterpillar, the child or the student or the person you're here for. It's just that the symbol of it, the metaphor of it, is kind of giving us a certain wisdom about it. We're not identifying them like that, but the message is coming in that form for us to interpret it, okay? So technically the message here is that, you know, it's very important to know that removing things that don't serve you, or things that like you need to abandon when it's time, helps immensely with growth, okay? So for you to grow, technically you have to abandon certain parts of yourself that don't serve you, okay? Peut-être refusons-nous de nous dépouiller de ce qui est devenu inconfortable pour nous. Like, notre omission fermera la porte à toutes les démarches et entreprises nouvelles. So, if we're not ready to abandon things that, like, don't serve us, but then again, we want our comfort zone, we're not changing because of our comfort zone, then these kind of refusal to abandon certain things that do not serve us, but we are stuck with them because we feel comfortable, do stop us from, you know, opening new doors, new opportunities for ourselves, and to walk towards them, technically. La lame de la chenille en position renversée indique habituellement que notre route est parsemée d'obstacles. So this child perhaps has many obstacles that they need to overcome, but perhaps they're not comfortable overcoming it, and also they are not abandoning what's not serving them, technically. So, il est possible qu'une ou que plusieurs personnes s'opposent à notre croissance. And it might be pretty understandable if there's many people that are against their growth, technically. En ce moment, nous devons envisager les gens et les choses qui nous entourent avec réalisme. So we have to really sit down and observe really all the people that surround us and the things that surround us with the truth. Like, we need to see the reality connected to those people and those things that are happening. Négliger de le faire ne contribuera qu'à ralentir notre progression. So if we neglect this, we refuse to see the reality for what it is regarding the people that we are attracting in our lives and the events that are coming, or the things that are surrounding us, will definitely kind of slow down our growth process, or this person's growth process. So questions for this person, or for you to discern perhaps in regard of this person. Cherchons-nous à en faire plus que nous ne le devrions? So are we searching really to do something that we are supposed to do? Dispersons-nous nos efforts en tentant de nourrir trop de projets en ce moment? Are we kind of like this one I would translate in the form of, are you chewing more than you can take, perhaps? Or are we kind of multitasking so that we can kind of like get a lot more out of the situation? Nous cramponnons-nous à des choses ou des gens qui ne correspondent plus à ce que nous sommes? Are we kind of surrounding ourselves, or are we trying to be with people that do not vibe to us, kind of thing? Or whoever we have become, are we surrounded by people that are likewise or not? Sommes-nous paresseux au point de ne rien faire pour réaliser nos rêves? Are we in a state of procrastination or laziness, so that we can, sometimes you have dreams, but then again, you're not really putting any effort and you're just kind of dreaming about it. Essayons-nous de sauter des étapes dans la mise en œuvre de nos projets, ou tentons-nous de couper au plus court? Are we trying to take the easy way out, or are we kind of trying to skip and cheat this growth process? Repoussons-nous l'aide qui nous est offerte? Are we also kind of refusing the help that we are receiving? Manquons-nous d'autodiscipline, ou nous laissons-nous distraire de notre travail par autrui? Are we allowing ourselves to be distracted by other people? Or are we kind of not disciplining? Or are we kind of not able to discipline ourselves? But this one is all about the person. So what you need to be aware of perhaps about this person is that this teenager or this kid or this person you're here for is that the fact that they're lazy perhaps, and they're not really putting efforts, or they're cheating and they're skipping certain stages, process levels, and I mean, look, cheating could be here, distracting themselves with other people could also be here, not doing the job or not putting the effort. It's all playing with their growth element, technically. So this one is losing its chances, okay? It's losing the opportunities that it has in front of it. It does not perhaps want to work. It does not want to evolve. It does not want to change. Does not want to level up, perhaps improve itself. Okay, so this is one thing we need to be aware of, and the advice technically in here is technically the person needs to abandon certain patterns that don't really serve them, and for them to properly grow. It's like that. That's the main thing I understood. Okay, so if you understand French, then obviously you can have your own discernment connected to the way I translated it, of course. So you don't need to listen to what I said. You just got the information. If you understand French, that is. Now, le chevreuil, which is also the deer, goût pour l'étude et les activités nouvelles. So it's technically it has taste to study and new things. They like to discover new things, but we have it in reverse again. So, en position renversée. Si la lame de chevreuil, which the card is, est à l'envers, cela peut signifier que nous nous sommes écartés du chemin. So this one means that if ever there's the right path for everyone, their own right path, this one is kind of not following its path. So this child, this teenager, is definitely off the road, kind of thing. They're not in the right path. Il se peut que les études que nous poursuivons soient différentes de l'idée que nous nous étions formés, ou que les plans que nous avions élaborés dans un but précis ne se concrétisent pas à ce stade-ci. So this one, it could be that the kid or the person you're here for might have had certain plans and they had a strategy, but obviously the path that they're on is not really in flow with the intentions or the real their right path, technically. Cela ne veut pas dire jamais, mais ce n'est peut-être pas ce qui convient le mieux pour le moment. So whatever this child is doing or studying, or the strategy that they're kind of using, if they have a structure or strategy connected to their intentions, it's not really the most convenient one for them. Okay, so there's an element of they're not on the right path. What their intentions are and what they're doing, what they're studying perhaps, is not really in flow. It's not parallel to each other. There's like an element of, let's say I have an A to B. Instead of going a straight line towards A from B, I'm doing like another one, a C. And the path is going towards C, but I want it to go to B, right? So let's say you want from A to B, you want it to be a straight line. This one, it's not working. Whatever they're doing, whatever their strategy was or their structure is, or whatever they're studying even, is not really linked to their target, their objective, their vision. Parce qu'ils sont des créatures pacifiques, les chevreuils nous rappellent de ne pas forcer le succès de notre entreprise ou de nos démarches présentement, car cela pourrait créer certaines difficultés. Un chevreuil en position renversée peut indiquer que nos efforts pour imposer nos opinions et nos points de vue ne seront guère appréciés, qu'ils ne seront peut-être pas tolérés. So this one, in some way, whatever their ideas or efforts are, or their point of views are, whichever way it is, well, whenever they try to give their opinion or their ideas, it's not going to be taken account of, and it will not be appreciated even, and they will not even be tolerated. So this person might have certain opinions or ideas that are not really appropriate to the situation they're in presently, okay? C'est le moment de faire marche arrière, car il se peut que la voix de notre intuition soit devenue inaudible. And the advice here is that this person might need to do, will feel like they're downgrading a bit, okay? Because they're not really following their intuition properly. This one here. So, le faun naît en robe de camouflage. Dans le premier jour suivant sa naissance, il s'éloigne peu de sa mère qui le nourrit à intervalles rapprochés. So this one, it's about their baby, like Bambi, like Bambi when it's born. It has like a color that you won't see the skin color is made so that it can kind of what do you call it, hide in nature. You won't see, will protect it from its predators. Dans les premiers jours suivants, it's the first few days, it will never leave its parents. Lorsqu'un chevreuil paraît en position renversée dans un tirage, il est important de protéger les émotions de notre enfant intérieur. So this one, it's important that this person protects its emotional, the inner child within in this time. Il faut veiller à ne pas trop nous exposer. So it's important that this person who we're here for does not expose itself way too much. This is advice, okay? Only advice about this child, okay? Or this teenager or this person. Les faun demeurent avec la biche et se laissent guider par elle jusqu'à l'âge d'un an. So this one, biche is like the female, the deer technically. And it's about the baby needing to be close to its mother and be guided by its mother. En position renversée, le chevreuil nous rappelle que pour le moment, la meilleure attitude consiste à suivre la tradition, du moins pour un an, le temps que nos facultés, nos sens supérieurs se développent pleinement. So this one, okay, look, this one, I'm not imposing anything, but this one, there's several messages that are coming forward here. There's an element of we're not really in flow or in tune. We're not on the right path connected to what we're supposed to really do. Okay, so this person. Second thing is they need to really protect their inner child's emotions, and they should not expose themselves easily to other people. And they need the guidance right now. So for some part, the advice regarding this person is that they need to go in a more traditional approach. for a year at least, until they kind of have the ability or the skills, or this one is a child, okay? This one, it might be talking about a child or a teenager that needs some kind of encadrement, I would say. So how would I say that in English? If you're the mother or you're the teacher here, or you are not a teacher, let's say you're like a mentor, several things that are recommended here is that this person isolates themselves, but it's not in the form of isolation, it's in the form of go and kind of like learn new skills or important traditional basic skills that are important to them, and they need to kind of be wary of how they're kind of giving their opinions or their point of views, and how their point of views are not really tolerated or appreciated in the society or the community that they're in. So for the parents or the teacher, this one, we recommend that we kind of isolate this student or this person and give them a more traditional support, okay? Like a more motherly support, perhaps. They need more like a mother figure to guide them here, this one, okay? Because they really need the time and the rejuvenating period somehow, because they're feeling abandoned. I mean, society is gonna abandon them a bit, this one. Mind you, this is what I'm channeling. It does not necessarily need to be real. And the questions you need to kind of like discern for them, if this is about a person. Essayons-nous de forcer les choses. Is he trying to force things on other people? Nous laissons-nous imposer des choses par autrui. Does he or she allow himself to be imposed by other people? Like other people are imposing themselves on him and he's allowing it. Is he or she allowing it? Sommes-nous trop exigeants vers nous-mêmes? Are they expecting way too much of themselves? This one. Et les autres se montrent-ils trop critiques à notre égard? Or are people against them? Are they getting way too many criticism? Are they being criticized? This one. And poursuivons-nous un objectif ne comportant aucun avantage sur le plan pratique? And does he have or she have visions that have no advantage for them, or whatever plan or strategy that they're using? Are there any advantages connected to it? But on the point of view, practical point of view, are things practical for them, or are they making it way more complicated? Whatever way they work or whatever like strategy they use, is it complicated or is it not complicated for them? Is it practical? Is it easy for them to use it, but in a proactive way? Okay, so this is the messages that needed to be conveyed. Mind you, again, we're not criticizing anyone. We're just giving you the information regarding the deer and the caterpillar here. Okay, so it might be about two students. It could be the same person. But then again, it's important that we support these people if they want our support, obviously. But again, if this is coming from a mother figure, you're the mother or the son or the daughter, or like, I'm not gonna say mother or daughter, it's like mother, you're the parents or the teacher, this is what you need to be aware of regarding them, okay? Or there are patterns that you needed to wake up to, and if you have better alternatives than what I read here, then you can implement them for their growth, okay? Or find ways to motivate them to keep those in mind, okay? I don't know which age gap I'm talking to, but you will be the judge of it better than me, because I have no idea what I'm connecting it with. I'm just channeling the messages that need to be, I mean, I'm not channeling, I'm reading them here, but this is the support that the guidebook has recommended. These are certain like keywords we need to approach the situation with. Okay, so that's it. That's all. Thank you very much. Now, deck 3, whoever chose Sufi Tarot, welcome to your reading. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So there you have the courage to be who you really are. Show the world the real you kind of thing. So I have Mizan. And this is in reverse. Mind you, this is number 20, so it's the Judgment card. But we have it in reverse. So there's no real awakening connected to divine feminine aspect, okay, or transformation. So regarding this woman or this man, what you need to be aware of, or what your higher self wants you to be aware of, is that unfortunately this woman or this man is not able to go through the transformation, or does not have the ability to wake up to the transformation connected to the art. You know, some people are not really in tune with divine feminine energy, and divine feminine can come in the form of intense transformation, as it could come in the form of gentle transformation, metamorphosis, but this person unfortunately is not really waking up to it. Okay, and the funny thing is when I open it, it just opens to the right page. We have it in reverse. So resistance to transformation, lack of self-awareness. This person has lack of self-awareness. He has or she has blockages. Procrastination is here, not trusting divine timing. Okay, so Mizan, known as judgment in traditional tarot, has also been called liberation, since it refers to rising above and out of one's old life. Although Mizan alludes to the balancing that is believed to happen on the day of judgment, for the Sufis, every day is a day of judgment and every moment a chance to resurrect. Rebirth takes place each time we are inspired enough to want to transform our old ways of being. In our card, this inspiration is represented by the vibration of music as it steers the stagnant, tightly wound pods of the cocoons until they transform into butterflies. And the muse is none other than the ethereal divine feminine, breathing a gentle breath of compassion into the ne. Ne, the Turkish reed flute. Okay, so the Turkish reed flute is this image here. The girl is actually breathing it in. Breathing it into it, sorry. When this card appears for you, you are being told it is never too late. Okay, so every breath is a chance to start anew. Self-reflection has brought you to this stage. If something moves your soul, allow it into your heart and let it flow through your being like the waves of the air. Let the reverberation of sound heal and liberate you. This one, I'm gonna share it. It's not with the Turkish flute, but for me, when the Rishabh Rikiram Sharma plays his sitar, this is how I feel. Okay, so I allow the reverberation of the sound to heal and liberate me. Okay, me personally. That's why I always share his webs, like his sitar for mental health, because the main source of the situation is this. Okay, so believe in divine timing. Things will be disclosed and happen when they are meant to happen. No one's heart deserves to be closed like a cocoon. It is time of awakening, a time when the old way of being gives way to the new. Gives way to the new. So the old ways of being gives way to the new. It is okay to leave the old and familiar and venture out of your cocoon. So get out of your comfort zone. You are ready to transform into that butterfly. Okay, so contemplation. What is it that constricts my soul? What is it that sets my soul free? That's 2 questions. And affirmation. With each breath that I take, I open to a new way of being, which is what the spiritual path is all about. Okay, so this one, it's a very powerful one, but obviously regarding this woman or this man, they're not really going through the transformation, nor do they want to change, unfortunately, in this time. They do not want to release the old patterns. Around March, and what is the advice for the viewer? Like, I'm saying advice, but divination for the viewer. So we have love. Pay attention to your finances. Then we have dealing a relationship with an older man. Guaranteed success. Romance is in the air. Getting together with friends. Triumph over trouble, obstacle. In June, you have plenty of material things. You have opportunities are waiting for you. You do have success. There's announcements that are made. Family wishes do come true in June. Caterpillar, things will not always be this way. A change is coming, and someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. Advice from a friend. Then we have affair with your family and spiritual guidance, protection from harm. Okay, so may it be. If you are pretty old in age, you will need to deal with a relationship with an older man. Now, if ever I'm not one that encourages those kind of stuff, but if there is a love connected to a older man, you will receive it, and this is only if you're eager to receive it. Okay, this is what you want in your life. This is your taste. Obviously, you will have the love, and there's guaranteed success. Romance is in the air. Getting together with your friends, and triumph over troubles, obstacles, and the rest that I mentioned. Okay, this is only for those who are old enough or that have the taste of an old man. They like old men. Okay, that's it. But just so you know, regarding this person, there's an element of their resisting transformation, and they're not one that's comfortable perhaps respecting or allowing the transformation that needs to happen. And if this is not connected to the old man, just that there's money exchange or there's money, it's gonna be that way. If this is your grandfather figure and you have a good love relationship with your own grandfather, then your grandfather will perhaps give you money, and there's love with other people from other ages, okay, that are similar to your age. Could be. Okay, so there's many variables, but obviously only if your taste is like that. If you're younger and this is an older man, there might be love, but the love is not really romantic as per what I'm getting. It could be family love. Okay, I will not impose myself here. It can be open for interpretations for anyone, but obviously I'm one that says please wake up to the reality, see the truth the way it is, and you are allowed to set your own boundaries if you misled someone the wrong way. Okay, this is only for those that need to wake up to it. If this is more like a delusion element and we're not waking up and we're not changing, then this is what you need to be aware of too. Okay, Om Namah Shivaya. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Now this one, this is deck 4, whoever chose Fortuna Sexual Tarot deck. So sex position tarot card for lovers. Okay, this is 18 plus. I'm saying it from now on, 18 plus. Okay, so if you're not 18, then by all means stop watching this. This is only about awareness. So what does your higher self want you to be aware of regarding this woman or this man? Okay, sex wise could be, sex position wise could be, what could be something that you could want to try, or you know, perhaps the messages, both of you are not aware of it. You'll know. Okay, so this one, it has to be consented, of course. It needs to be. So we have the missionary, and I had it in reverse, but I turned it upright. So the missionary is the position that you could try. This one, this is 18 plus. Again, I'm showing it for those that need it, but you could try it with wine. So wine and dine. There is an art piece in the middle. So this is what you need to be aware of. Perhaps this woman or this man likes this position. And I'm not even sure like how I can read this, but if you want, try this out with the woman or the man that is your lover, but of course with consentment only. Okay, so if there's no real consent, then you stop it. This is not real encouragement. This is, I'm telling you, you need to face the reality on your own. Connect to this person, but do try the missionary. Is an enjoyable one apparently, and this one is about the woman, the divine feminine being underneath and the man on top, and perhaps they might enjoy this position the most. Okay, only if they're willing to do it with you, of course. Okay, so this is all I had for deck 4. And message for you, keep going with the flow of life. It's important. What else for here? Month of the year, you have March and basket. Recognition, reward for merit. Okay, so you'll be recognized in March and you will be rewarded for merit. Okay, so that's it. That's all. Thank you very much and take care. And again, do not try anything without consent. Do not force yourself on anyone. It's displeasing. Some people will tell it to your face. Some people will not say it. But please, with consentment always. If they allow you, you do it. If not, you respect their boundaries. Up to you. I'm just saying what I need to say. Okay. Thank you again. Have a good day. Now deck 5, whoever chose the Meaning Tarot, welcome to your reading. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. One card, please. Just give me one card. Okay, we're gonna go with this one here. So we have 10 of Pentacles. What is it that you need to be aware of regarding this woman or this man? So for them, this motto might be very important. Everything in fruition and wisdom from all stages of life. Legacy, inheritance, roots, security, family prosperity, pinnacle of success. So this person might be a Virgo. They are recognized, they are realized, they have many endings, results of true will. So this one, it's a willful person, it's a prosperous person, it's a person that believes in legacy, wants to leave something for their family. They might have inherited money themselves. They have very good connections with their roots, their ancestors, their family. They are secure, so they have a very balanced root chakra. Family is very important to them. Prosperity is important, so there's an element of abundance, and they are a pinnacle of success. So they might have a very good backbone, this one. They are the recognized type. They are the realized type. They know how to embrace endings, celebrate endings even. And everything that you see connected to them and their family, it's a result of their true will. Okay, so this is what you need to be aware of regarding this woman or this man. Okay, so when will you meet this person, or when will things happen with this person? In October. And messages or divination for you in need of help, assistance, and guidance. When you're needing help, you will receive the help and assistance and the proper guidance. Temptation will test you, and chains of events that will affect your life and changes in your life. Okay, so this one in October, you will need assistance, but you will receive it and the proper guidance. Just be advised that there might be a period of temptation, and just be advised that you will be also tested here. Okay, your commitment could be tested here, and temptation will test you also. And there is a chain of events that will affect your life, and there's going to be changes in your life. It could be connected with this woman or this man, or connected to your life alone. Okay, not connected to them. This is all I had for you guys, and see you again on my next video or on my channel. Okay, that's it. Now, deck 6, whoever chose Osho Zen Tarot, welcome to your reading. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So let us see what is it that Osho has in store for us, but at the same time, what is it that your higher self wants you to be aware of regarding this woman or this man you're here for. So we have creativity, and it's also my Empress card. So what I can tell you regarding this woman or this man. So this woman is a divine woman. So this is a person that has, that embodies divine-like aspects. So they might be pretty enlightened, very blessed. Yes, this one, it's a very, very spiritual woman. It's a woman, this one, it's a woman that has embraced the cycles of life, very creative, very transformational, but very abundant, prosperous, and happy woman. Okay, it's a joyful, happy, enlightened being. Okay, so it's a divine being too, so it's divine human being, let's say. Let's give her this character. But she is it. This is what you need to be aware of regarding her. This could also be a pregnant woman. It could also be a, I don't want to say a goddess, but you do consider her as a goddess, or you cannot disrespect this woman. It just doesn't work. Okay? You being in her presence, you feel more like graced. Being in her presence is a blessing for you. Okay? She can transform your life in a very graceful manner. It's a woman I would bow down to humbly, personally. Me personally, I would bow down humbly in front of this divine human being. Okay, so and for me, this is how I'm channeling her. Okay, whoever you're here for. So I'll read to you what Osho has to say about this. From the alchemy of fire and water, below to the divine light entering from above, the figure in this card is literally possessed by the creative force. Really, the experience of creativity is an entry into the mysterious. Technique, expertise, and knowledge are just tools. The key is to abandon oneself to the energy that fuels the birth of all things. So this one you could also just surrender to her presence. This energy has no form or structure, yet all the forms and structures come out of it. It takes no difference what particular form your creativity takes. It can be painting or singing, planting a garden, or making a meal. Okay? The important thing is to be open to what wants to be expressed through you. Okay? So remember that we don't possess our creations, they do not belong to us. Okay? True creativity arises from a union with the divine, with the mystical and the unknowable. Okay, so then it is both a joy for the creator and a blessing to the others. Creativity. Creativity is a quality that you bring to the activity that you are doing. It is an attitude and inner approach, how you look at things. Not everybody can be a painter, and there's no need also that everyone be a painter. If everybody is a painter, the world will be very ugly. It will be difficult to live. And not everybody can be a dancer, and there's no need. But everybody can be creative. Okay? Whatsoever you do, if you do it joyfully, if you do it lovingly, if your act of doing is not purely economical or transactional, then it is creative. If you have something growing out of it within you, if it gives you growth, it is spiritual, it is creative, it is divine. Okay? You become more divine as you become more creative. All the religions of the world have said God is the creator. I don't know whether he is the creator or not, but one thing I know, the more creative you become, the more godly you become. When your creativity comes to a climax, when your whole life becomes creative, you live in God. Okay, so he must be the creator because people who have been creative have been closest to him. Okay, so love what you do, be meditative while you are doing it, whatsoever it is. So meditativeness for me is the stillness within. Okay, do the actions you need, but with a certain stillness within. Okay, this one I channeled it in the form of this is the woman you need to be aware of is like this. But perhaps what also you needed to be aware of is that she actually embodies the actions here. She's creative, but she's creative because she's divine. You know, like the more creative she is, the creativity that she is doing, let's say, she's doing it because it's also bringing her closer to the God, you know? So really the experience of creativity is an entry into the mysterious. So see, she is comfortable with the mystery. And also, true creativity arises from a union with divine. So she's the type that unites herself with the divine, with the mystical and the unknowable. So she's not afraid of the unknown herself. Then it is both a joy for the creator and a blessing to the others. She is in that dynamic, hence why she is joyful, and also it's blessing you technically when she's in this state. Okay, so this is what you needed to be aware of regarding this woman or this man, but this is mostly a woman. What else can I give the viewer here? We have a meeting with a stranger could be important. I heard an ashram, in the ashram, this one. Okay, if you go to the temple, you will meet someone there. Then increase in material or spiritual growth, but for me they go hand in hand. So I will read it again. Increase in material wealth and spiritual growth. Then you are on the right path regarding some aspects of your life. And then temporary situation. So this will be a temporary situation for you. Okay, so again, I was gonna say Om Namah Shivaya for those who need to hear it from me. And that's it. That's all, guys. Okay, so it's a blessing for me that she came into this reading, or you guys came. So enjoy your time in the ashram. You know, release what you need to release and abandon what you needed to let go of in that ashram. Okay, don't bring it back with you if you need to release something. And enjoy the presence of this woman. She is a sacred woman, or whatever she does, her creativity and her who she is from inside, the divine being that she is, bow down to it humbly, surrender to her. Surrender to how she makes you feel. Okay? Don't resist it. Unless you don't feel comfortable, it's up to you. But I would recommend do this. So I hope that I will be able to do this when I meet her myself. Which I will do. I believe so. Okay, so that's it. That's all. Take care of yourself. And see you again on my next video. Bye-bye, guys.